Look at it.
What is going on, Moon City? It's your boy Josh, and we're here today to give you pure technical analysis on all chartings on stocks. Today, I really want to go over three different tickers. It's going to be Tesla and PLTR and Plug, okay? But before we get started, I just want to give a shout out to every one of you guys who have been supporting me on this channel so far. We have reached 100 subscribers, and I've already made this channel kind of like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago, and you know, it's crazy that I've already gotten so much support. So because you guys did that, I'm going to be doing a free $100 giveaway for all my subscribers. Okay, so if you want to enter into this raffle, all you have to do is subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment down below your username or your name, whatever you want to use. You can use anything you want. Just comment down below anything and you will be entered into the raffle. And it's gonna be in 2 weeks, so just because I'm out of town, I won't be able to do it that fast, but in 2 weeks we're gonna be recording it live, just so you know it's not rigged or anything, and we'll pick one winner to receive $100. So maybe that'll help you towards your new account. Maybe you blew up your account yesterday, lost $100. This will replenish that, right? Or if you're really struggling, have another extra 100 will just like help you out, and hopefully you will win this $100 and it can help you out in the long run, right? And you know, I don't sell any type of alerts, or I don't, you know, sell any type of courses or things like that. I'm not like some kind of like guru who like, you know, scams people like that. Like, that's not like what this channel is about, but it's really helping you guys understand what technical analysis is, and want to bring as much value as I can to really help you learn kind of like what price action trading is, and bringing you kind of more strategies to the people who don't really look at due diligence, but rather they're really more focused on the technical levels on trading. Because as day traders, as short-term traders, we really want to take a piece of a pie from big short-term movements, right? Instead of, you know, if you're a long-term investor, you know, definitely just keep buying the dip and you're just holding it for the long run, 2 to 5 years minimum, right? So let's go ahead and actually look at these three tickers that I wanted to review today. That's going to be Tesla, Plug, and PLTR. All right, so first off, we're going to go with Tesla. You know, I put on some key support and resistance levels for today, kind of just saying, you know, what happened throughout the week, throughout the month. So you can see that if we bottomed out, we did a double bottom action here around the 543 area, okay, and we topped out around the 772, and then we dropped down again right where May was, March area. You know, it was kind of like big dips happening, right? So it did a double bottom action, and it started to kind of climb back into this bullish channel that we have made some trend lines for, and you can see that right when the 50 EMA, right, the 50 EMA crossed the 200 EMA, right, the green is 200, the 50 is the yellow. Right when it crossed, it did a really great movement up from, you know, 637 all the way up to 759. So if you took that short-term move, you know, that was pretty crazy, and you got a piece of the pie. You know, that was, you know, that was great leverage if you did that. Right, so as a short-term day trader, these are going to be some key levels for you guys to watch out for this week. We did kind of have, you know, a difficult week last week, and I apologize for not making any videos because I was out of town. I didn't have much time to like record some technical analysis for you guys. But I'm really glad I did not actually trade that week, because, you know, things were like dropping down so hard because of quad witching. And what that is basically, you know, institutions are, you know, expiring all their contracts that Friday, so they have to sell off everything before that Friday and rebuy contracts for their quarter, right? So we saw Tesla kind of rebound from this 728 level. I'm gonna put a support right there. Yeah, so we did support above that, and so now we are actually at 759.41 at the close on Friday. So you can see on the 4 hours, you know, it's a little bit oversold right? It's currently 64.05 on the RSI, so you can see it's a little bit oversold throughout the 2 months here, right? August and September. But that's really just the price action from all this bullish momentum going up, right? So we can see that everything is pretty good so far. The 13 is almost crossing the 21 EMA, so we can be just a little bit skeptical, a little bit more cautious here, just because it did like a huge rebound really fast within a day or two. But we see a lot of great volume coming in, right? A lot of great volume at close Friday, and we can see it's almost the same as this other green candle, right? So we can see that it's still in this bullish trend. It's supporting very well above the 727. Yeah, so it's supporting very well against that. And I know if you look at the 5 minutes here, it's actually been trying to push above that 760 level for quite some time now. I know a couple of days it's just trying to get above that 760 level like constantly, right? It's hitting that almost like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So it's just doing this double bottom action right here. So I'm gonna put another support just so it's in that little tight range, right? It's in a little tight bull flag range right here. And Friday it actually pushed above it, and it's really hard to get above that. So let's put another resistance right there. Okay, so this is going to be for short-term day traders. You can see on the daily, and if you're trying to scalp this, definitely a great support, resistance, key levels to watch out for this week. And I really do believe if we can get some relative good volume on Monday, we can definitely push this back up into the 800s, right? So we really just need to push above this. We really need to push above this, and if we can't this week, I definitely see us just consolidating a little bit more throughout the week, and then maybe Friday we can actually push back up when NASDAQ and SPX is starting to climb back up, right? So because of those markets actually doing a good healthy pullback, because we actually really needed that, right? We actually needed some kind of pullback in the market, because it was just doing like all-time highs like every day for like the past week, right? So we were anticipating that kind of pull down, definitely with the quad witching week that we had this past week. So yeah, definitely I hope that made a little bit of a better analytics for you guys, so that you are able to watch these key levels for this week. And you can pause the video right here to get these key levels right up here, right? So you can see all the little support resistance. You can write that down. And going back to the 5 minute right here, you can take these levels as well. Okay. And I'm just worried about this trend line. If we do push above it, I can see maybe resistance happening above it again. So that's just going to be another area around the 777 area. Okay. But if you push above the 760, we can see a lot higher in a short-term move. Okay. All right. So now let's go and look at plug power here. Wow. Look at that volume. All right, so we actually did a plug power video not too long ago. So if you want to check that out, see how I did my technical analysis from scratch here, and you can see the key levels that we were watching beforehand. And we can see on the TTM on the 4 hours, it's starting to lose the seller's momentum. So it's trying to go back into the neon green, which more momentum in buying. So we can see it's starting to peak above that 50 EMA. And I think if we can close above that on Monday and then push higher above the 200 EMA, we can see maybe a little push up, right? We see that NASDAQ and SPX once again is, doing a little bit of a pullback. So this could mean, this is a great indication when the markets start pushing back up. This could be another one of those stocks that push back up with the energy sector, right? And you see on the 4 hours, the RSI, it's on the 60.56 again. And also if it is below 40, that's really oversold. But that 30 level is going to be my other mental stop where, that's where where it's like a good buying opportunity where it's really oversold under the 30 and I can get some kind of short-term move up on a bounce, right? So we can see that it's still like peaking above that red level. You know, it's been supporting very well actually above the 24 area, and we're seeing some kind of like tight range coming in. And let's actually put a, you know, trend line here on the reds, so maybe we can see some kind of breakout visually. And let's put another one right here. I think we can just take this bar right here. Okay, so take those lows. All right, so you can see it is kind of breaking out a little bit, but I do need to see some kind of more volume pushing out from here. We had some great volume on Friday, which is 23 million, which is above average, 10 million above average. So it could be a great play for this week. Let's look at the 5 minutes here to see if we can see some kind of support and resistance on the 5 minute. And as you can see, it is trying to break above that 25.65 for some time, right? It was doing these lows and doing a cup and handle. So definitely broke above the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA, and it's finally above pretty much all the EMAs. It is kind of like doing a really sharp 90 degrees pump. So I definitely want to see one more small little pullback before you can actually enter into this. Or if we support really well again on that 25.69 and we see some great volume candle hitting from that support, we can definitely see a lot higher, and that would probably be a good entry for a short-term trade, right? 1 or 2 days. If you are buying calls, that would probably be the best. So let's zoom out a little bit again, and let's just put a resistance above this 27.58. And let's see, one more here, around 27, right? So around 27. If we can push above 27, we can see 27.58. We break above that again, we can see it going into the 28 and almost back above the 30 levels. Okay, so that's going to be my price action analysis for plug. And you guys can pause the video once again here to look at the key levels for this week, so you can be watching it and you can actually put this on your own chartings, so that you know that if it's going to be above that level, we can push higher. If not, and it rejects those levels, definitely I would wait this out before we can actually see that action happening, right? But once again, it is breaking out from this triangle, so you want to just be a little bit wary where it is, right? It's just now breaking out, so you don't want to just get in yet. You want to see maybe a confirmation. You just want to see a little bullish action, right? A little bullish channel happening right here, and then, you know, that's where I would probably enter into a trade. But once again, if you are trying to find some kind of contract to buy, I would recommend somewhere maybe next year, so you're a little bit safer, right? When you're buying time on expirations, that would be a lot safer for you in the long run. So I would really suggest you guys finding an expiration option contract in December or, you know, next year, right? So you have like a leap, you have great time on it. And we see a little gap here. I'm just going to put that in for you guys. So if we can fill that gap on the 37.17, and we do reject a little bit and then push back higher, we can push it back up to the 42 level. All right, so that's going to be my analysis for plug, and I hope that really helps you guys in your next trade decision. Let's go ahead and look at PLTR. So PLTR, we also have you know, pre levels that we were watching. I did another video on this as well, so it's just gonna be a little bit of an update on PLTR. You know, we've been looking at this since, I don't know, 25 level, and we were anticipating this breakout to happen above this triangle, which we did. And you know, I transparently bought a lot of PLTR that week, and now it's been pumping really hard. And I'm gonna tell you, I've already exited it out this past week because of quad witching, a lot of weird sideways action happening. So I was just like, I'm not gonna risk it. I'm just gonna close out my profits and take it for the long run, right? But we can see now it's showing a lot of great volume and a lot of power to the upside, just from this continuation in the bullish side above this 27.58, and then now it's actually trying to get back above the 30 level. So if we can really reach and reclaim back above the 29.24, we can definitely see above 30 sometime soon. There's a lot of high sell pressure over here, so we just need to break above that level and fill that gap on the 31.36. I'm gonna see that little gap. You can see that gap right there, right? 31.26. If we can break above that, definitely can see a fill back up to the 40. All right, so that's gonna be my price target per se within a couple months. So definitely, if you are trying to trade this again, I would try to get something really long out, right? An expiration in December or next year. All right, I believe the contracts aren't that expensive yet, so a great opportunity for a lot of people as the markets are pushing back up. On the 4 hours, you can see again it is really oversold, so I really would doubt trying to get anything here, just because it already kind of broke out from this triangle. It kind of already did a 5-10% move from the breakout here, so we can see that it already actually did a little bit of a breakout, and you can see on the 4 hours it's really oversold. You see it's pretty much at the peak of the TTM. I wouldn't be surprised if it actually sold off a little bit and had a small little pullback before we can actually have a continuation in this bullish channel. All right, so it did broke above this resistance right here and did that breakout, right? So I'm gonna just say that is maybe like a 5% move, right? So if we take this and put it above that breakout, you can see that it is pretty much in that average range of a breakout. So definitely I would be really wary to buy anything yet. But who knows, on Monday or Tuesday we could see this push and just break out like all-time highs again in the 52-week highs. So just watch this for now. I really believe that it is already broken out from this triangle, so you just gotta be really wary and watch these levels. All right, so pause the video, look at these levels once again for your week of trading for PLTR. If there is really good positive news, maybe that would influence it a little bit better, but I would be really wary because it is peaking really high, doing that 90 degrees kind of pump. So that's when I would be a little bit sketchy, right? Be fearful when other people are greedy at this point. So yeah, that's basically all my analysis for today on these 3 different tickers, and I really hope this brought you value and kind of like help you guys kind of learn a little bit better about the support resistance and how to draw out wedges and things like that, so you can like better trade when you kind of see this visually in your next trading, right? So eventually I want you guys to be doing this on your own and charting for yourself, right? So comment down below if you guys need help on better charting, or if you like me to actually chart this from scratch rather than doing it already pre-made and then giving you the analysis. Just some feedback that I want to get from my viewers. And definitely hit the like button and subscribe if you want to enter into that $100 giveaway we're doing in this 2-week mark. And definitely I thank you so much for the support so far, and yeah, let's grow this channel and so we can actually bring value to more people, and definitely help those who are struggling with technical analysis on this trading journey of theirs. All right, so thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great trading week.